Okay, participating in discussion boards is probably something you're going to be doing a lot in your classes, and so tutorial is going to give you some really good practice. In order to do that, all you're going to do is there should be a general link within your content linking you to the discussion board, and you can see in our tutorial that there is a description here kind of explaining what the discussion board is and what you need to do for this particular one. However, you may have instructors that direct you straight to the board itself. If that happens, you go ahead and scroll up here and you're going to see this little link right here that says discussion board. If I click on that, then I can see that there's going to be a listing. There's only one discussion board in our orientation, but if there are multiple discussion boards in class, you're going to see them all listed. If that's the case, you're going to want to know which one you're supposed to access and click on that in order to participate. So that's why it's a little bit easier for us to go into our content if it's already linked there. So here, I'm going to go ahead and click on the title in order to access the board. And I know that I'm supposed to type something about the most interesting thing that I've learned. And I can see on my listing here that there are lots of other people who have posted to this, and so this is going to be pretty typical of a situation that you'll find in class. You may not have this many people submitting their ideas, but you will see quite a few, and you will see this same general screen. Now what you can do here is you'll see that everyone has a date and a time of their submission. They've entitled it something, and then I can see if I've actually read it or not. So I see that I've already read these 2 posts. I can see that there are several responding here, and I can usually see the name of the person, although in this one case I blocked those out, so we can't really see the names of people. But I can see my classmates there usually, and I can go in and respond to them. Now the very first thing that I want to do is create my own thread because I need to go ahead and type my ideas. So I hit create thread, and I can type it, whatever I like, most interesting thing I learned. And in order to respond to it, I need to click down here into my message box and I can type my response here. Now it's important to note though that there are other things I can do. I can actually link up to web content. I can put my response in a table form. I can attach files. There are lots of different things that I can do within my discussion board to further my response. If all I'm doing is submitting my opinion or my general verbal response to something, I can just go ahead and type it in. But there are other options, just so you know. Okay. So after I'm done, I'm going ahead and type in everything I want to say. I can hit save draft, but again, remember, just like with the assignment, it's not going to show up if I do that. So I want to make sure to hit submit. And once I hit submit, it is my new posting as a demo student shows up right here. So I can go ahead and see it. Now, if I want to respond, and in a lot of cases you're going to find with your instructors that they not only expect you to post your ideas, but they expect you to respond to other people's as well. So let's say I know I need to respond to at least 3 other people, and so I can click through each and every one of these to figure out what everyone said and then figure out where I want to respond, but that's going to take me a really long time. So one of the tricks to doing this in Blackboard is I can click in this little box right here on the top, and that's going to mark every single post that's here. If I hit collect, it's going to give me a really nice listing here of everybody's response. And so I can go through here and I can read through these responses very carefully, and I can see who I want to respond to. And I can see that someone said that they learned to follow detailed directions in order to reach a determined end. So if I want to respond to that one, I can hit the little blue reply button here. I can type in me too. Of course, you're normally, if the discussion boards are being graded, they want a substantial response to something. So you can certainly type in me too, but in a lot of cases you're going to want to respond with detail and forethought and something to further the discussion the next time. But I can go ahead and type in my response and hit submit. And then that's going to be responding to that person's inquiry. And so they can go ahead and see that the next time that we go in. And I can do that to any one of these. It will take me through all of them. If I click OK, then it brings me right back to this screen. Okay. If I want to get back, now realize that right now I'm in my discussion board. So if I do want to get back to my content, I have to click my content button, and I can get back that way. And after I'm done with responding to the discussion board for our class, I can move on to my next assignment.